The Samsung Galaxy S3 isn't really living up to my expectations in terms of battery life. I'm Michael from Copy the Glass, and what we're going to be looking at today is the extended battery kit for the Samsung Galaxy S3. Now let me start by saying that the battery in the Samsung Galaxy S3 that comes as standard is a 2100 mAh battery. Now if you are just an average mobile user, you're going to be fine with that capacity and it's not going to be any trouble at all. Now if someone like myself, for instance, you're downloading a lot of apps, you're downloading podcasts, you've got some email clients coming through and things like that, then you are going to notice a considerable drop in battery life. Now it's not going to be kind of a consistent drop. I personally have found that once you get to about 60%, you're looking at a very big drop. I mean, mine went from about 60 down to, I think it was maybe about 44 or so percent, just from streaming music over Google Play. So again, it may be a issue with my battery, but some people that I do know, they've kind of said a similar sort of thing in terms of battery not really living up to expectation. And the first thing you want to be doing is also turning off your Samsung Galaxy S3, because we are going to be removing the device. So if I just turn mine off now, just power off, wait for that power down, and then obviously we're going to then take the battery off of the actual out of the actual device itself. Now I've already taken off the plastic backing, which obviously, as we all know, is a very, very flimsy plastic back, but obviously it's really good in the sense that you can do things like what I'm doing now in terms of the battery and also the SD card slot to expand on the memory. So the phone itself is all now turned off. Pressing the home button doesn't do anything, so we're now okay to take the battery out. Now at the top of the battery you're going to see just a little notch here. You just put your fingernail in there and you're going to be able to take this battery out. Now I'm just going to give you guys a quick look to see here. Just there, 2100 milliamp hours is what this battery and the standard battery comes with the Samsung Galaxy S3. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that to side, and obviously what I can do, I can charge that one independently to use it on maybe different day, or if I do need another battery when I'm out and about, then obviously I've got that option there. So I'm just going to move everything off to the side in 1 minute. We'll get back to this in just a second. What I want to first do is just show you what you get in the box with the extended battery kit. Now as you can see from the front here that it does have a larger battery capacity, NFC embedded, so obviously the case itself I'll show you is slightly different. So obviously it does have all the kind of ports, and well, not the ports, or the connectors and things that you need for NFC to be enabled. And you can see down here that it is a 3000 milliamp hours. So obviously you're going to be getting about 900 or so more. In terms of charge wise, I mean, the Galaxy S3 at the moment for myself has lasted me maybe between 5 to 6 hours on a full charge. In terms of calculation wise, if we're doing it with a 3000 milliamp hour battery, it's going to be lasting maybe around the 10-hour mark, which obviously will get me through a full day, kind of taking the charge off at around 7 o'clock or so, and then getting back home at around 6. I personally do charge my phone every single night anyway, so again, not really much of a problem if it doesn't last me until the next day. So as you can see here that I've already cut the tape just along the side here. Just quickly on the back, obviously it's just mentioned, do not force your phone into docking station if extended battery is attached to the phone. Again, I'm going to go into that in a second, because the back portion, obviously they do give you a new back plate, and it is slightly thicker than the previous one that we've had. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open the side up for you now. And I'm just going to kind of pull the tray out here. That's all going to be in this box. Just got some stickers in terms of serial numbers, etc. So what we're going to be presented with is the back cover first. So we're going to take that out and just place that just off to one side for just a minute, and then the bottom portion here, there's nothing else in here. You're going to find the battery itself. Now it does come in this cool little carrying case. Obviously you can leave it in here or kind of take it out when you need it, and then you are going to just kind of prise these little doors open on the side, which one goes up, one goes down. Then you're going to be presented with your new battery. Now again, if we have a look on the back of this one, you're going to see that it is a 3000 milliamp hour battery. Now one thing that I'm going to do before I actually insert it into the phone is just do a very quick comparison between the two batteries. So obviously from the back of the battery there, you can see that everything looks pretty much exactly the same, apart from the labelling is slightly different. Obviously the labelling on that side pretty much the same, and then again if we go around to the back, the same, apart from obviously the different numbers there in terms of the capacity of the battery. Now where you are going to notice a difference is in the actual size of the battery. Now what I mean by that is obviously this one here is the original battery, 2100 milliamp hours. As you can see here that it has got quite a thin profile. Now if we use the 3000 milliamp hour battery now, you're going to see that there is quite a difference in terms of size between these two batteries. Now what that means is obviously the original casing that we had had on my Galaxy S3 isn't going to fit, because obviously it's going to be a bit too deep, and you can see just from that it's going to kind of not really fit, and it may even just kind of burr around the edges like so. So not really good to be using this one, and that's why it does in fact come with its own back plate, which I've now got here. Now in terms of the actual back plates themselves, again, do a quick comparison of these before I actually put them on the device. The back of them is going to be exactly the same. You're going to have all the ports and everything that you need in terms of the micro USB. You've got the camera, the cutout, and the speaker as well. But you are going to notice a bit of a difference in terms of thickness. So you can see the thickness difference there is quite staggeringly different. Now, the contoured shape of the Galaxy S3 means that you may not really notice it all that much. And actually this second backing here for the battery case does actually have a slightly flatter back when you lay it on a table, as opposed to this one where it may slightly wobble around. But as you can see, the inside there is slightly different as well, because obviously it's going to be holding in that battery that we've obviously got. Now we're going to see up here is the NFC. Now obviously it's got NFC built into the actual device itself, just up in this corner here, but obviously with this, because the case is thicker, it may not work 100%, so they've embedded their own NFC chip there, which is also going to connect with the ports and things it needs to within the actual phone. So what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to put the new battery into the actual phone itself, and again you're going to put it in exactly the same, just slide it into the bottom there, that way even, slide it into the bottom and then just place it down. So obviously the battery is now in, and obviously if I just hold it up to the side, you can see that it does stick out quite a lot. Now obviously if we just get the old back plate and try to put that on, you're not really going to have any chance. I'm not sure if you can see the gap up at the top there, but there is quite a difference in terms of that gap. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this other backing on. What I'll do first is just take off this protective layer just off the back here. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So we've got a brand new backing, real shiny, real nice. So again, if this old backing is a bit scratched up, you've always got this new one as well, so real handy there. What we can do then is just do exactly the same in terms of snapping it around the edge of the device, as you would do with a normal Galaxy S3 back. And then once everything's all in place, you're pretty much done, and you're then ready to go with your new battery pack. Now the phone itself is not necessarily considerably heavier, but you will definitely notice the difference. And as if we're looking on the back of the device here as well, you'll see you've got all the cutouts there, which are perfectly fine. Cutout down the bottom, and also around the top there for the headphone jack, and also the little notch to take the case off. Now so this angle is a perfect angle to show you how much thicker the actual case is. Obviously with the Galaxy S3 original case, you can actually see that there's a slight lump on the back for where the camera comes up into the actual casing itself. You can just see it around the corner there. So that says to me that this is pretty much flush with the back of the device. Now obviously if we're looking at this one, you can see there that there is a definite kind of dip, but to be honest, I mean there's no issues really with flashback or anything like that. Although it is white around the inside of there, when you're taking pictures with the flash, you're not going to kind of get any issues there. Now I'm just going to see if it's actually got any juice in the actual battery itself, just by turning my device on. And what I will also do, I'm going to be doing some, not necessarily battery tests, but just testing out the device itself in terms of whether it is going to definitely make a difference, or whether it's not really worth it in terms of going up an extra 900 milliamps. But like I say, it should hopefully add around 2 hours or so onto your battery life of your Galaxy S3. So like I say, I'm Michael from Copy Glass, and this has been a first look at the extended battery kit for the Galaxy S3, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And like I say, I will be updating you guys with whether this battery case does work and whether it is worth the money. In terms of the pricing, just before I go, this will only set you back at the moment £11.99 here in the UK. Obviously you can get it on Amazon and things to different countries around the world. So because the Galaxy S4 is out, obviously a lot of the S3 accessories and things are now being discounted in price. So again, real handy there. So like I say, I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you liked what I've done today, then please like this video. Don't forget to thumbs up. And obviously if you do want to get some more content from us here at Copy Glass, then be sure to hit that subscribe button just below this video. And I'll catch you guys later.